What is going on, guys? Reflex here, and I decided to wait a little bit. I'm uploading a little bit later just because I wanted to get my sleep, and then I wanted to make sure my mind was refreshed before, I don't want to make some videos like some people do where they're really tired and decide to just still try to record a video, and then they're slurring their speech, they're having like long pauses, and basically, taking the whole video talking about nothing. I don't like making videos like that. I like making quality. I always preach quality over quantity, so like if I ever do miss a day, it's because I knew I couldn't bring out a good quality video for you guys. And I had a long day yesterday, I really did. I know I woke up around 10:45, which I know that isn't early, but I stay up very late. But woke up around 10:45, ate something that messed up with my stomach. Like, it was kind of a tough day. It was fun, but it was a tough day for the main reason that my stomach was bothering me the whole entire time, because I have a certain schedule when I eat, and I feel like my stomach knows that schedule so well to where if I kind of throw it off, then it realizes like, oh, you just kind of messed up there, sir. But yeah, I wasn't feeling too well. But then we rode in this truck that was like, it didn't have, like, for 5 people, that's not enough room. For 5 people, it's not enough room. Like, I need that third row. I was just kind of want to say, can I ride in the trunk? Because goodness sakes. But it was a squish ride going to Cincinnati. I about to say Cleveland. Going to Cincinnati to watch another baseball game. I want to say basketball because Warriors got my mind at ease right now because we're going to Cleveland game 3. I'm not, but the Warriors are, and they need this is the most important game, so they need to win this. But back to the story. Basically, it was just a squished ride there, and I felt like my legs were about to break every single step I took. And it was fine. But then before we even went to the game, we stopped at this restaurant that sell tacos and all sorts of other stuff, which was awesome. But there, it was another squished place. Like, for 5 people, it's like these places were not enough room. Like, this place, it was like a little booth, but I was on the end. I made sure, like, I lied and said I had to go to the bathroom, even though I did. But I said I had to go to the bathroom just so I could be on the end. I needed some room, because my goodness. But there was not enough room for anything out of all the places we went. And it was good food, though. I had these wings that said Inferno. So when I see heat, I use it as a challenge, because I'm a heat freak. I love things that are hot. I've had the last dab from the hot ones. I've eaten Carolina Reapers. I want to eat a Pepper X, but you can't buy those. I want one, though, but I know they use Pepper X in the last dab, so technically I've eaten the hottest stuff ever. Like, I'm like literally at the crown right now. Like, I can't go any higher until stuff gets invented, but for now, I've eaten the hottest stuff possible, except molten lava, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I ate those wings. They weren't that hot. Like, I felt like it was disrespectful to put Inferno in front of me, because it's like, when you put Inferno, you think like, oh yeah, that's gonna be hot. They're gonna be hot right there. And it was not hot. It was probably, I'd say it had a kick at the beginning, but it just went down extra fast. It wasn't really hot, but it was good, though. There was some good quality wings. It was like a dry rub, and they made sure they made them well done, which is good, because I don't like slimy wings. Like, some people, like restaurants, they'll make wings, and they're all like wet, and I don't like wet. Like, I don't mind if the sauce is wet and all that, but when you bite into the meat and the meat's kind of wet too, it's just like, like, nah, you gotta dry them up a little bit. Not too dry though, but you gotta dry them up a little bit, and that was the problem. But they actually made a decent wing, so I was actually happy. But then we went on a walk, and then we finally went to the stadium, checked in, and then we sat down, and it was just so, like, we were at the bottom. Like, if you guys saw my picture, you probably can see it on the screen right now, maybe, depending if I edited it or not. But we actually were down, like, first row, well, not first row, but like the first section behind the dugout, which was awesome. Even though the Reds did lose, they got pounded. Like, it was 4 of us were cheering for the Reds. Now, I'm not really a baseball fan, but if I'm gonna cheer for a team on a, like a sport that I'm not really a fan of, then I'm gonna cheer for my hometown. And, well, not really my hometown, but my home state. And hey, Cincinnati Reds. I was like, all right, it's fine. So they got blasted. Last year when we did this, the Reds actually beat the Rockies, because the 5th person in our little group was a Rockies fan. So they were pretty much gloating their way through as we were watching it. And it was annoying, but I really wasn't mad, because like, I'm not really a fan of the team, but I was just like, goodness sakes, I hope they come back. Because actually, towards the end of the game, it was like really close, because they actually started making a comeback, and all the person had to do for the final, they had one more out to go, and pretty much the last dude, all he had to do was hit a home run, which that's harder than you think. But he just had to hit a home run, and then it would have tied up the ball game, which would have been amazing because I would have looked at my friend's face and he would have been extra sad. But it didn't happen. He got struck out, and I was like, oh well. But it was really fun. It was a fun time. But then we didn't get back. Like I woke up at 10. We left around 2, and then we got back around, I would say, 1:30, and then I still stayed up until like 4, and then couldn't really get to sleep until like 7. And finally I get to sleep, but then I woke up around 12, so I didn't really get a lot of sleep. But I figured instead of making a video right then and there and getting it ready for 2 o'clock, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let myself be refreshed and just make one for whenever this goes up. Let me see the time right now. I'm recording this at 5:57. It'll probably be up at 6:30, maybe 7. But yeah, it was a fun time. It was really a fun time, and I would personally love to go to a basketball game, but the team I like right now, since LeBron is on the Cavs and they're always going to be facing Golden State in the finals, it's like, unless LeBron leaves and then we still face the Cavs, there's like no point of even trying to get tickets, because the cheapest tickets would probably be like really high up, and then it's like, I just might as well watch it at the TV, like just at home. But because I know courtside is probably like $4,000 a ticket. Don't want to do that, but oh boy, I would love to just see Golden State just at the bottom, be by their bench, give them some dab just like really quick, and something cool like that. That'd be a dream. But it was still fun. It was fun to watch a baseball game. Never been down that close. Had a couple opportunities to catch a foul ball, but they didn't really get by me, so that was kind of depressing. But there was one really, really close. But yeah, it was still fun though. But like I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Sorry for the ramble, but I don't really count it as a ramble because I was actually talking about stuff. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.